Hello everyone, I'm going to talk about our paper published at NeurIPS 2025, Decoupled Entropy Minimization. One general knowledge about machine learning is that we always hope the models can provide confident and accurate predictions. Entropy minimization is one of the classic methods to achieve this goal. It encourages the model to produce sharper outputs and high-confidence predictions, which plays a vital role across various machine learning tasks. However, the classic EM method is not perfect, as its inherent coupled mechanism limits its potential. Through an in-depth analysis of the internal mechanism of entropy minimization, we propose a novel adaptive decoupled entropy minimization method. This approach addresses two major challenges of classical EM, the reward collapse and easy-class bias phenomena, and achieves significant performance gains across multiple imperfectly supervised learning tasks, for example, scarce data labels, shifting data distributions, and presence of noise. The core idea of entropy minimization is to reduce the uncertainty in the model's predictions. However, we found that the traditional EM loss function is actually a combination of two opposing forces. Cluster aggregation driving factor rewards classes with higher confidence, pushing the model's prediction to collapse toward one extreme. This helps form tight, compact clusters of features. Gradient mitigation calibrator acts like a brake. It penalizes classes that are already overconfident, preventing the model from becoming too self-assured. This seemingly harmonious coupling, however, hides two critical flaws. The first one is the reward collapse. When the model's prediction confidence for a sample approaches 1, the gradient generated by the EM loss rapidly decays to 0. This means that samples the model has already learned contribute almost no further force during subsequent optimization, which limits the potential for additional performance gains. The second flaw is the easy-class bias. Due to the presence of the GMC, EM tends to penalize all high-confidence predictions. This causes the overall distribution of the model's predicted classes to deviate from the true label distribution, showing a particular bias towards classes that are easier to learn. To address these two issues, we propose adaptive decoupled entropy minimization to decouple this dilemma. To solve the reward collapse problem, ADA-DEM introduces a very simple yet effective strategy, normalizing the rewards generated by the CADF using the L1 norm. This operation ensures that regardless of how high a sample's initial confidence is, the normalized reward signal remains at a stable magnitude. This guarantees that even high-confidence samples continue to contribute to the model's optimization, thereby breaking through the performance bottleneck. To tackle the easy-class bias problem, we designed a marginal entropy calibrator to replace the original GMC. Unlike GMC only focuses on the prediction distribution of a single sample, the MEC takes a global perspective. It estimates the marginal class distribution across the entire dataset and uses this estimation to calibrate the gradients. This allows the model to be aware of global class information, reducing its excessive preference for certain easy-to-learn classes, and ensuring the final output distribution aligns more closely with the true label distribution. The paper ran a series of detailed tests and proved that ADA-DEM really works and can adapt well, even in noisy and constantly changing environments. In both single-domain and continual test-time adaptation tasks, ADA-DEM delivered outstanding performance, comprehensively outperforming a variety of baseline methods, including the classic EM and its upper-bound variant, DEM*. A standout finding is that ADA-DEM is significantly less sensitive to the learning rate, with its robust learning rate range expanding by 10 times. This means tuning parameters for ADA-DEM in practice becomes much easier and more efficient. Furthermore, the experiments were extended to more challenging scenarios, such as semi-supervised learning, unsupervised domain adaptation for semantic segmentation, class-imbalanced classification, and reinforcement learning. In all these cases, ADA-DEM demonstrated strong versatility and delivered consistent performance gains. In a nutshell, get the performance upgrade with just one line of code. We have plenty more interesting results and analyses in the paper. Please do check it out if you're interested. We've also released code for experiments, so feel free to use it. Thank you very much.